Are you ready for the Ambush Award tonight? Everyone on stage has received an award, right? I believe. Am I right? So there's a check up here, Randy. You just leave money laying around? Can I hand them out? So my name is Joe Melchiors. I lead the sales team for Cooper Lighting. Randy, thank you for hosting this evening and for allowing me to participate and break in for just a minute here. Lance Bennett has sort of worked for me. He's a bit of a free spirit, so I'm not sure he works for really anyone other than maybe his wife, Christina. But I've asked him over the years, I'm like, you do all these great events with the specification community. Why can't you never invite me? And he's like, you'd be bored to tears. They don't have any fun. They never laugh. And they certainly never cry. I wanted to run up here. We all did and hug you. Listen, I am here for Lance Bennett. He doesn't know this. If everyone was able to keep a secret, Bill, Rob, Randy, but I'm honored to be here, and I'm going to go quickly through sort of the bio stuff on Lance. It's a lot you may already know, but I want to leave myself a little bit of time to get to the important stuff at the end. Lance started his career in 1991. We actually graduated and started our careers in the same year, oddly enough, with Lutron, great controls company. Worked for them for 7 years, and then came over to Cooper Lighting, where he was in various regional assistant RVP when we had those roles way back when, and eventually transitioned over into the specification role for us, and has been leading that position in various iterations ever since. You all know of Lance's involvement with the IES over the years and ILD, and including many other regional organizations as well. You probably know that he's married to his very forgiving and tolerant wife, Christina, 2 children, Aubrey and Adam. One is a Boilermaker. Boiler up. There you go. Thank you. I had some folks help me with some of the history with Lance, and most of the stories I really can't tell since they're filming. So I'm just going to summarize for you real quick. So he's smart. I think we all know that. Graduated magna cum laude. Congratulations, Lance. Did you know that? It's on paper, so it's got to be true. He's got a photographic memory. He has enough contacts. This is a true story. He has enough contacts in his phone to break Outlook. It's a true story. He shut it down for the entire company when we transitioned to Outlook way back when. And then just don't trust him with your personal vehicle. I'll just leave that at that. There is one story, and it's a personal one, and I'm gonna tell it. Sorry, Lance. This feels like a roast, but it really is an honor. Lance had worked specifiers in the U.S., specify projects over in the Middle East, and for a period of maybe 4 years or so, Lance and I would travel over to various countries in the Middle East to check out these projects and see how things were going and do what we could to help. Well, it was my first trip over, and those of you that have flown that direction, it's 11 hours, 12 hours. It's a long flight. And I thought I could trick the overnight thing by drinking a lot of wine, and didn't work. So I ended up wide awake at whatever. I think we landed in Jeddah. I'm going to get the city wrong, and you're going to correct me because of that photographic memory. But I was punch drunk, bleary, first time in the country, and we're waiting a baggage claim, and everything seems like it's taken forever, and our bags don't roll out. And I'm looking at Lance, and like everyone's gone except me and Lance. And I'm like, do you think our bags got stolen? And he said, no. With a confidence you wouldn't believe, like absolutely not. I'm like, well, how can you be so sure, Lance? And he's like, well, here they cut your hand off if you steal something. And I think the entire 7-day trip, my eyes were wide open like this the entire time. And he's like, you'll be fine, just don't steal anything. Like, that's not real comforting, Lance. So just be forewarned if you travel to the Middle East with Lance. So I want to get this next part right, because he deserves it, or earned it, but more deserves it. Enough with the biography stuff. Here's what you need to know about Lance if you don't already. If you meet Lance once, you become a friend for life. No one works harder to help our industry colleagues make connections with each other for the sole purpose of making their projects and their careers successful. When you need help, he was always there for his team, his industry, his colleagues, and his friends. Lance always plays to win, but he does it with honesty and integrity. He will never sacrifice his reputation for a cheap win. Lance is in an elite club of industry supporters. He feels this industry with his heart and his soul, and is always thinking from a mindset of, will this help put the industry in a better position? For all these reasons and so many more, Lance Bennett has more than earned this Lifetime Achievement Award through an entire career of helping others and this industry be more successful and better positioned for future challenges. I'm honored to be with you all tonight and celebrate this achievement with you, especially someone so deserving, and also humbled by the great example he sets for all of us. Congratulations, Lance. You've earned this award 1,000 times over. Thanks for letting us all come along for the ride.
Well, I think the only reason that Randy did this is because I don't have anything prepared, so I can't say anything. Really, that's good. Hey, actually everybody already said it. It's all a reflection upon our industry. We really do work in a great industry with some great people, and I'm just really honored and flattered and surprised. I really was. So, thank you all very much. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Guys, let's have one final round of applause for our honorees. All right, we're going to do one quick.